Ah, they laughed, didn't they? Mocked you right to your face, whispered behind your back, turned your pain into their entertainment. They thought it was funny watching you fall, watching you stumble, watching you break. But here's what they didn't know. God was watching too. Oh yeah, He saw every smirk, every insult, every fake smile they threw your way. They thought it was all a game, but God was taking notes. They mocked you in public, but He's about to honor you in front of those same people. See, they thought you were finished. They thought you were done. They thought the world would forget your name. But the same stage they used to embarrass you, God is about to use to elevate you. Because humiliation, oh, it's never the end of the story. It's just the setup for honor. And the louder they laughed, the higher God planned to lift you. You felt small, didn't you? You felt like everyone was watching and no one cared. You cried yourself to sleep, gasps, wondering how people could be so cruel, how people you trusted could turn so cold. Sighs and gasps. But what you didn't see was that heaven was listening the whole time. Every tear, every word you swallowed, every time you bit your tongue instead of striking back, God saw that and He said, "Don't worry, child. I've got this." They thought silence meant weakness. They thought your calm was defeat. But they don't understand divine timing. See, when God stays quiet, it's not because He's ignoring you. It's because He's preparing something bigger. And what's coming next will silence every mouth that ever mocked you. They laughed when you were down. They called you crazy for dreaming. They said you'd never make it, never heal, never recover. But you kept moving, didn't you? Slowly, quietly, faithfully. You kept showing up even when no one clapped for you. You kept believing even when it hurt. And that's why God's about to do something they won't be able to ignore. Listen how when God decides to honor someone, He doesn't do it in secret. He does it loud, public, undeniable. Because the same crowd that mocked you has to witness your rise. That's how He works. They put your name in their mouth for the wrong reasons. But God's about to put your name in rooms you've never been in. They laughed at you for falling, but they'll have to clap when He makes you stand. They whispered about your failure, but they'll have to watch your victory go viral. You see, God's not just in the business of restoration. He's in the business of demonstration. He doesn't just fix what's broken. He makes it beautiful in a way that leaves people speechless. And when He does, you won't need revenge. You won't need payback. Your success will speak for itself. They mocked you in public, but your blessing will be public too. That's the kind of God we're talking about. Oh, they'll pretend they don't see it. They'll act like it doesn't bother them. But trust me, it will, because deep down they'll know. They'll remember how they laughed. They'll remember how they made you feel small. And they'll have to face the truth that they mocked someone God was molding. And when God decides it's time, He won't ask their permission. He won't check if they're ready to see it. He'll just do it right in front of them. You see, public shame hits deep, but public honor heals even deeper. You thought you lost your dignity, but you're about to regain it in ways you can't imagine. The same people who look down on you will have to look up to you. The same ones who called you a failure will have to call you blessed. And it won't even be about pride. It'll be about proof. Proof that God never forgets the ones who are mocked for being faithful. Proof that grace always has the last word. They thought they were laughing at weakness, but they were laughing at someone chosen. They mocked the process, but they didn't understand the promise. They saw the dirt, but they couldn't see the seed. And now that seed is about to break through the ground right in front of them. You've been quiet long enough. You've cried long enough. You've waited long enough. And now heaven is shifting the story. God's saying it's time. You thought you were buried, but you are being planted. And when you rise, you'll rise in full bloom. And no one will be able to deny it. They laughed at your pain, but God's about to make them witnesses to your purpose. They mocked your wounds, but He's turning them into your weapon. They tried to embarrass you, but they only ended up promoting you. Listen carefully. The same audience that saw your fall will see you rise. The same mouths that spread rumors will spread your testimony. That's divine reversal. That's justice from heaven's courtroom. You think God forgot. No, He's just strategic. He waited until the laughter got loud so your victory would be louder. And when that moment comes, oh, they'll act surprised. They'll say, "How did it happen?" And you'll smile because you'll know. You'll know it wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was God's timing. They mocked you in public, but God will honor you in front of them. That's the promise. And He doesn't break promises. You know what hurts the most? It wasn't even the mockery. It was that they enjoyed it. They watched you struggle and felt nothing. But they forgot. What you do to one of God's children, you do to Him. And when you mock someone who's covered by His grace, you're mocking His hand. And trust me, He doesn't take that lightly. So don't waste your energy trying to explain yourself. Don't chase validation from people who don't value you. Just keep walking, keep trusting, keep building, because your elevation is coming and it's going to be public. The people who try to humiliate you will have to witness your transformation. They'll see the new doors open, the new opportunities unfold, the new peace you carry, and they'll realize they didn't break you, they built you. Your pain became your power, your silence became your strength, and your patience became the proof of your faith. You see, God doesn't forget quiet hearts. He doesn't ignore the ones who choose mercy over revenge. He honors them. And when He honors you, He does it in such a way that no one can deny who did it. Your story isn't over. It's just entering the chapter called redemption. And this chapter starts with you rising, not in bitterness, but in glory. The same voices that mocked you will have to speak your name with respect. The same ones who laughed at your faith will be asking you to pray for them. And when that happens, don't gloat. Don't look down. Just smile. Because that's how God works. He turns mockery into ministry. He turns rejection into revelation. He turns shame into spotlight. And He always vindicates His own. So let them laugh. Let them gossip. Let them talk. Because every word they spoke against you is about to backfire into blessings. Every curse they whispered is about to be rewritten as a testimony. They mocked you in public, but God will honor you in front of them. And when that day comes, they'll realize you were never fighting alone. He was with you the whole time. So lift your head, wipe your tears. You don't need to prove anything. God's already preparing the stage. And when He brings you out, when He sets that table in the presence of your enemies, you will understand. The mockery was just the music before the miracle. They laughed because they thought it was over. But God was laughing too because He knew it was just beginning. So let them see. Let them watch. Because the same crowd that mocked you will witness your rise. And when it happens, they'll know exactly who gets the glory. It won't be you, It won't be you. It won't be them. It'll be God. Always God. They mocked you in public, but He will honor you in front of them all. And when that day comes, oh, it's not going to be quiet. It's not going to be subtle. It's going to be loud, undeniable, divine, because God doesn't restore in whispers. He restores in echoes. You remember how they laughed, how they pointed fingers, how they said you'd never get back up? He remembers too. He remembers every voice that mocked you, every smirk that broke your spirit, every room you walked into where you were, the joke. He remembers. And He's not bringing you back to prove them wrong. He's bringing you back to prove Himself faithful. See, this isn't about them anymore. It's about what God's about to reveal through you. He's going to show them what happens when someone refuses to quit, even when it hurts. When someone keeps praying through pain, keeps believing through betrayal, keeps walking when everyone else turned their back. They mocked you for your faith, didn't they? Called you naive for still believing, for trusting a God they couldn't see. But that same faith, the one they laughed at, is the reason you're still standing. You see, faith doesn't always look powerful. Sometimes it looks like tears at 2 a.m. Sometimes it looks like holding on when your heart is breaking in half. But faith always wins in the end. Always. And that's what's coming next. A divine reversal so big that even your enemies will have to say only God could have done that. Oh, they'll try to act calm. They'll try to pretend it doesn't bother them. But it will, because deep down they'll know. They mocked too soon. They laughed too early. They spoke before the story was finished. You ever notice how God likes to use the same stage where you were humiliated to announce your breakthrough? That's not coincidence. That's justice. So let them talk. Let them mock. Let them doubt. Because while they're busy laughing, God's busy lifting. And when He's done, they won't just see your rise. They'll see His glory through your story.